Have what we've seen this fighting season given us confidence that the Afghan security forces, and you, from your experience with the Iraqi security forces, are a good person to ask this, but do we sense that they're going to be able to handle the threat from the Taliban as we pull out?
A couple of milestone events in June of this year went through a thing called Milestone 2013, and in effect, the ANSF accepted the lead. And the growth and the building of the ANSF is about done. And we were going to get them built up to 352,000. They're just about there. Now, there's some additional enabling capabilities that have to be developed, but their fighting prowess against the Taliban this year, they've done pretty well.
Yeah.
And so that's encouraging. But 2014 and 15 are 2 years of unique transition.
Elections,
as you can well imagine, and that's hugely important. We've got to get a bilateral security agreement signed with them. The negotiations continue, but that'll go to Loya Jirga soon. But equally important in 2015 is, we transition to the NATO Resolute Support Mission. As you've heard folks describe, we'll have a NATO presence of about 8,000 to 12,000. And the belief is that there's some more work institutionally that the Afghan Ministry of Interior and Defense have to complete.
Right.
So there's still a lot of work that has to occur, but this year has been encouraging in terms of how they fought the Taliban.
There was quite a crisis when it looked like they might not, in those SOFA talks, might not reach the deadline of October 31st. Secretary Kerry goes over there, and there seems to be some sort of meeting of the minds, but it's a little vague to us. Are we over the main issue of that we have to retain sort of jurisdiction over our own soldiers?
Yeah, I think so. But remember, this is going to go to their Loya Jirga, and that they'll bring the senior leaders of Afghanistan together, and we think they'll preview this with them and get the Loya Jirga's thumbs up. But these agreements take a long time. I mean, we started the BSA work about last November. It took nearly as long in Iraq as well to get to the strategic agreement and the strategic framework agreement in 2008. So these take time, and then eventually, you get down to your last handful of issues, and it takes a lot of senior leader engagement. Secretary Kerry's visit was designed to do a lot of that with President Karzai. And so I think we're down to just, getting this thing finished and through the Loya Jirga.
Okay.